Hello everyone, welcome to Denovo School. This is Anku Pathak. Today we are going to start an introduction class for class 9. For class 9, an introduction class to subject chemistry and chapter name atoms and molecules. Okay, so in this chapter, since this is our introduction class, so we are going to discuss some basic terminology which we have to use in this chapter. So first of all, we have a term atom. So if anyone asks to you what do you mean by atom, you have to say that atoms are the smallest unit. Atoms are the smallest unit of any substance which cannot be divisible by any physical or chemical means this is the most important term here. Cannot be divisible by any physical or chemical means we cannot divide atom by any physical or chemical mean. As you have learned in your previous classes that cell in biology, cell is the basic unit of our body. Just like that, atom is the basic unit of any substance. Means we can say here atoms is the basic unit. Atoms is the basic unit of any substance. This is the definition for our atoms. Okay. Now we are going to our next topic called law of chemical combination. Law of chemical combination means when atoms have discovered, then some laws may be there. So the first law is law of conservation of mass. Law of conservation of mass. Conservation of mass. What do you mean by conservation of mass? Conservation of mass means when any chemical reaction takes place, the total mass, the total weight we can say is conserved. Means we can say this law states that in any chemical reaction, the total mass of reactant is equal to the total mass of product. Now what do you mean by reactant and what do you mean by product? Suppose we write a equation H2 plus O2, it gives us H2O. The chemical equations that is written in left hand side of arrow mark is called, this is our reactant. And the compounds or substance we can say which is written in the right hand side of arrow mark, this is called product. Now if suppose we have taken 20 gram of H2 and 40 gram of O2 to form a water molecule, then what will be the weight of H2O water molecule? We can from the law of conservation of mass, we can say that the total mass of reactant, what is the total mass of reactant? We can say here 20 plus 40 means total mass of reactant is 60 gram is equal to the total mass of product. Means what we have to do is we have to sum the two things, means 20 plus 40 equals to 60 gram. Means after this reaction, when H2 and O2 reacts to form H2O, it produces a 60 gram of H2O molecule. This is our law of conservation of mass. Okay, now we are going to discuss our second law. Second law is law of constant proportion. This law states that the ratio, this is the important term, the ratio of elements of a compound is always in fixed proportion by their mass. This is the most important word, by their mass. Means the ratio is in fixed proportion by their mass. Okay, the ratio of elements, we can say that the ratio of elements is in fixed proportion by their mass, Suppose we have taken a water molecule H2O. In that water molecule we have hydrogen and we have oxygen. Since we can say there hydrogen is of, there is two hydrogen atom present, so two hydrogen atom is present and the mass of one hydrogen atom is 1 gram. So the total mass of hydrogen is 2 gram. Similarly, in oxygen atom we have one oxygen atom we have taken here, and the total mass of oxygen is 16 gram. So total mass of oxygen is 1 into 16 means 16 gram. When we take ratio of mass of hydrogen by mass of oxygen, we have mass of hydrogen equals to 2 and mass of oxygen equals to 16. The ratio becomes 1 by 8, or we can say 1:8. Now suppose we have taken two molecules of H2O. In this we can say hydrogen is 4, means 2 multiplied by 2, 4, and the mass of one hydrogen atom is 1 gram. So the total mass is 4 gram. Similarly, we have oxygen, one oxygen here. When 2 multiplied by this one, we have two oxygen atom, and the mass of one oxygen atom is 16 grams. So the total mass is 32 gram, we can say. Okay, if we find the ratio, what we get? 4 by 32 means 1/8. Again we can see that the ratio becomes 1:8. Now suppose we have taken three molecules of water. So in this case, how many hydrogens we have? 6 hydrogens. 3 multiplied by 2, 6 hydrogen, and the mass of one hydrogen is 1 gram. So the total mass becomes 6 gram. Similarly, we have oxygen. We have 3 oxygen. 3 multiplied by 1, 3 means 3 oxygen we have, and the mass of one oxygen is 16 gram. So the total mass becomes 48 gram. When we take a ratio, it becomes 6/48, or 1:8. Again we can see that the ratio becomes 1:8. So from these three terms, we can say that the ratio is always fixed. That is in same proportion, 1:8. This is the law of constant proportion. So now your homework is, I have given 3 questions there. Okay, the first question is, when 21 gram of carbon and 40 gram of oxygen reacts to form carbon dioxide, find the weight of carbon dioxide formed. Means you have to find, means there equation is C plus O2 gives CO2. C plus O2 gives CO2. Means you have given the weight of carbon 21 gram and weight of oxygen is 40 gram. You have to find the weight of carbon dioxide formed. Okay. In second question, when 17.7 gram of C2H6 reacts with Cl2 chlorine, it forms 15.3 gram of C2H5Cl and 18.7 gram of HCl. Find the weight of Cl2 reacted. Means here you have to write equation. When C2H6 reacts with Cl2, it gives C2H5Cl plus HCl. So the weight of this you have given, the weight of this is given, the weight of this is also given. You have to find the weight of chlorine. These 2 questions will solve by the law of conservation of mass. Okay. Now in third question, you have to show that CO2, 2 CO2 and 3 CO2 are in fixed proportion. Similarly, you have to show NH3, 2NH3 and 3NH3 in same proportion. Okay, thank you.